So we'll start off by going through the document search tool. So after you log in, go up to your top left-hand corner to the search bar. Looks like a magnifying glass. And then when you highlight that, you're going to see all the various search tools for the web map. So we got feature search, global search, parcel search, spatial search, location search, and document search. So we'll go ahead and left click and open up the document search. If anybody misses a step, they want me to repeat, go ahead and ask. The whole point of this training session is just to go through it nice and slow. All right, so we've got our document search window. And you can think of this as the same way, it's like Google search or any sort of search engine. You just have a lot of different options in order to narrow your search. So a good thing to do is to view the database that you're searching so you can understand how it works. So if we don't select any of these attributes for search and we just select the search button, the results are going to be every single document that's within our document search database. So we're just going to hit search and we can see our results. So it shows 5 results at one time, and then it's going to show us the attributes associated with each document. And these are what are used to search for the documents. Okay, so we've got the title, the asset type, document type, drawing number, engineering company, the date, and those are things that you use to search by. If we go down to the bottom, we notice that there's more than one page of search results. And so if we click on page 2, page 3, page 4, it'll slowly cycle through. If we hit the little arrow button, it'll just go one page over. There's the double arrow button. If we click that, we'll go to the end. So if I was doing this if I was trying to find one document and I did the search and I found out there were 70 pages, instead of cycling through every one of those pages, I'm going to do what I can to narrow that search result. Okay, because that's a lot of documents to go through, and if you're just flipping through pages, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a search function. So right now the results are all the documents that are in our database. We're going to go over to export, and what that's going to do is in this document search results, it's going to give us an Excel file of all the documents within that search. So after you hit export, it'll probably open up, if you're using Google as your browser, it'll open up in your bottom left-hand corner. Double click it to open it. Hey, Mauricio.
Hi, Cody.
Thanks for joining us. For you guys, your document search isn't fully up and running. So in the chat there, I've got a link called testgis.palliser webmap. And so you can go to that web link there, and then I've got a login workshop and then password workshop at 44. That's all in the chat. And that's a test site, so you can follow along. You can delete stuff, you can add documents, you can do whatever you want. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's a test site, so it's for playing around with. So if you want to follow along, you can go there.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can see it in the chat. It might be because I joined late.
Okay, I'll just copy that and resend it here. There, it should pop up now.
Okay, thank you.
Yvette, were you able to open up that Excel? You're just
Yes.
muted. Okay,
Yeah,
excellent. Okay, so if you look at my screen here, what I do is I'm just gonna expand some of these categories so I can look, just have a look through the database and just understand how my documents are categorized. Okay. So it looks like with Linden here, a lot of them, if they're as-built drawings, one of the first words or letters in there is it's actually the name of the street. So it's got 3rd Avenue North. And so it's important to see how they've been logged in here, how the names have been written, right? Because if I see, if I'm looking for 3rd Avenue and I search THIRD, these two documents here are actually not going to show up because the way that it's written is 3RD, right? So just having a quick look at your database and how the documents have been transcribed is just going to help you search for your documents faster. Okay.
Cody, can these be changed at all so that there would be a format like or do you know what I mean? Like it go by year or go by street or industrial park or you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you guys would be able to change the name. I'd have to export an Excel sheet, send it to you, and then you'd have to go through and edit the names. It's definitely doable.
It's a big job though.
Yeah, but like going through and editing on the web map, you can't do that. We have to edit on an Excel sheet and then you send it back and then we could change that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So let's look at this specific document. So 3rd Avenue North subdivision. The asset types are water, sanitary, sewer, and road. Document type is as-built. Engineering company was TC Engineering. The date on that document was 2010. And so that's the information we've used to search for it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the document search window here. And we're going to try and find that 3rd Avenue document. So let's see what happens if I just type in 3rd in the description and hit search. So I haven't selected an asset type. I haven't selected a document type, which means it's going to search all asset types, all document types. I haven't selected any dates, so it's going to search through every year. I'm just going to type in 3rd and hit search. And so I've got 4 pages of results. So there's 3rd Avenue North subdivision. And I've got a bunch of other results here. So let's try finding that document by date. So we saw that document was created in 2010. So I'm going to go from date. I'll go back to say 2008, January 1st. And then I'm going to go 2011. Let's say I'm looking for project documents. You know, I know roughly that those utilities were put in 2009, 2010. I can't really remember. So I'm just going to search that date. See how many search results. So I've got about 4 pages of search results. So that's pretty easy to go through. And the first one here is 3rd Avenue North. So if we want to narrow our search result even further, I'm going to go back to the description. I'm going to type in 3rd. I believe it's talking about 3rd Avenue North here. So now we can use this to search by location. So we got three options here: a circle, polygon, and just a square. It's easiest to use a square. So I'm just going to draw this polygon over top of 3rd Avenue North, Northwest, and Northeast. And then the description, I've typed 3rd. I'm going to hit search. And it's going to bring it up. Instead of 4 pages of results, we have 2. So because it's eliminated all documents that are outside of that polygon. Let's go asset type. Oh, no, sorry. Let's go document type. Let's go as built and just hit search. So no location search. We're just going to see every document that's labeled as an as built. So we've got 21 pages of results there. So about 100 documents that are as built drawings. So there's many ways of finding a document. The one thing to be aware of is some documents are not spatially referenced, right? So if we have a document that's not specific to a certain area of the village or town, we can't represent it. We're not going to draw a polygon on the map to have it searchable. The way you tell that is if you go to your search results here, and it doesn't have a magnifying glass. So if we click that magnifying glass, it's going to search to the area of that document. So what we've done is we've taken a document and we've drawn a box on the map to represent its location. If it doesn't have a magnifying glass or this earth button, which is a georeference button, then it's not going to return on any results that I use the spatial search for. So as soon as I use a spatial search, any documents that aren't spatially referenced, they're going to disappear. They're not going to return in the results, right? So that's just something to be aware of. Any questions so far or confusions?
That's good.
So as of now, we have 3 different buttons. There's this file button. If we click that, it's going to download the document. So we see the PDF has popped up in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. If I click it, it's going to open up that document. Our second button is our bounding box for spatial search. So some documents are spatially referenced just by a box so that we can search for them in a certain area. And then some of them are geo-referenced. So if we hit that zoom to button, it's just going to show us on the map where that document is represented. It's got this earth button. We click on it. It's going to actually show the document on the map, and that's called georeference. Some of these documents are quite large, so they're going to take a little bit for them to appear on the map. Now, the way we have it set up now is there's duplicate records. So these two are actually the same document. They just appear twice, once for the bounding box and once for the georeference. And so we wanted to have both options because sometimes you don't want to sit there and wait for the document to load on the map. You just want to see reference. You just want to see where it's located. And so you'll have both of those options. Eventually, we're going to be consolidating those into one record. So it'll be one record here for the one document, and then all 3 buttons will appear there side by side.